Today, I will be interviewing my client Trevor about the success that he's had with Revision Fit over the last 3 months. All right, Trevor, what was your situation like before we started working together?
My situation before I joined Revision Fit was uh not in the gym very often, not really taking care of myself, more just living the day to day, trying to find that rhythm, trying to find that person they'll be held accountable for was truly what I was looking like. The situation was not the best. I mean, these days, eating junk food, sleeping 3, 4 hours a day, it doesn't do anybody any good.
What were you struggling with the most?
Struggling with the most, it would be truly is the discipline in food. I would eat 3 to 4 fast food meals a day, sodas, very little water, and over time, I mean, you just gain weight. It doesn't do good for you. Like I said, you see it, it slows down everything, the way you think, the way you feel.
What made you decide to finally make change?
I have to say the biggest thing that made me want to change was I was doing the Navy PFA. Um, and most of my guys where I work now are heavily fit Navy SEALs. Um, and being the one, almost the last one in that group of people, really made me feel a certain way. Made me feel like I wasn't where I should be. And that's where I finally stopped and said, okay, I know deep down inside, whether I like it or don't, I need help. I need someone to be there for me, to help me, to guide me, to get me where I need to be. And that's why I reached out.
Why did you choose to work with me instead of other options?
I have to say the reason I worked with you, brother, is truly simply because of our background together. We know the Navy. We're in it to see someone else in the Navy striving, doing better, doing good. It shows that if he can do it, I can do it.
Okay, I love that. What stood out to you during the onboarding process or the first couple weeks working together?
One of the things that stood out most to me in the very beginning was the connection that we had. You, when you first reached out to me, it wasn't a phone call, it wasn't a text message, it was an actual face to face message, which tells me that you took the time to actually sit down, discuss, try to learn about your client, trying to see what was best for them, what they're looking for. And that's that connection piece that a lot of people don't get. And that to me, with me being in the customer service realm, that's what I'm used to. That one on one, hey, let me give you, say, 30 minutes. It makes the world of difference.
At what point did you realize, okay, this is actually working?
I would say probably about week 5, week 6. And I say that because trying to break the habits of what I had and what I didn't, um, start eating healthier, realizing that you eat healthy, you be healthy, you sleep right. Once I finally got in that routine and started kicking the bad habits, like I would wake up honestly motivated, ready to go, refreshed, starting that day where you've got a clear mind, you feel healthy, you're not slow, you're not, oh, dreading work. That's when I realized, like, oh shit, I may have hated the first few weeks, but this is the right path.
Let's go. Let's freaking go. What parts of the program or coaching has helped you the most?
Some parts of the program that's probably helped me the most, like I said, is having that one-on-one Zoom meeting at the end of the week saying, hey, this is what you did good. This is what you did not. This is what I'd like you to improve on. Um, I would say that's helped me significantly. It is nice to hear, like, hey, you've taught me this. This is where I'm going. And you're like, okay, I like where you're going, but I would like you to possibly tweak it to the right or to the left in regards to, I think this would probably help you best.
Mm.
And having that knowledge with someone that also doesn't have that knowledge is helpful.
How did accountability or check-ins impact your consistency?
The accountability on the check-ins, like I said, it's one of those you would check in, you'd be like, hey, like this week wasn't that great. And then you'd be like, okay, so why was this week not great? Was it stress? Was it lack of discipline? Was it this? Was it that? Like, hey, this wasn't a good week. And then it's be like, okay, I understand it wasn't a good week, but we still need to we still need to get back on that path. We still need to get right to where we were. So what can we do next week? Since you had a step back this week, what can we do the next week to say, hey, let's get you back to where we need you to be? Yeah, I think that accountability piece of like we know one week you didn't do well, but the next week you did really well and it shows. And just being held accountable for that, like it's okay to do bad. Some weeks you're gonna have a flux, some weeks you're gonna do great, some weeks you're not. It balances out and it works really well.
What results have you achieved so far? Let's say physically, mentally, lifestyle changes. What kind of results have you seen within the last 3 months?
Results that I've seen so far mentally, I just have a clearer vision. I wake up every day and I I don't do what I used to do. I don't go out every other night. I don't drink 6+ beers a day. If I need a meal, I would prefer to rather eat one of mine that I've already made, and I would be shorter at the end of the week than I would rather to go out and get fast food, knowing it's quicker and simpler. I would say physically for some results that I've achieved, definitely lifting heavier, definitely being in the gym, in the zone, realizing like 3 months ago, would I have ever been able to do this? Hell no. There ain't no way.
Mm, let's go, man. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you're making big changes. How has your confidence changed?
So the way my confidence has changed is I'm wearing short sleeves again, and that's huge for me. I used to wear oversized shirts, and I still do, but I used to wear oversized long sleeves because I hated how I looked. I'd go out in public and I'd realize like, hey, this isn't me. I know it's not me. So now being able to wear the short sleeve shirts, being able to go out, feel comfortable in what I'm wearing, do what I want to do, go to the gym and not feel like I'm being judged because I'm probably the biggest person there. Like it's a world of difference. I would never change this for anything in the world.
What are you most proud of within yourself?
I would say the thing that I'm most proud of truly is being able to have the discipline to go to the gym. I know some weeks I work ridiculous hours and to still, after a 17-hour workday, be able to walk in that gym and crush a fucking workout is
Let's
probably
go.
one of the best things in the world.
Has this impacted other areas of your life? Work, relationships, family? And if so, how has it impacted it?
I would say some areas that this has impact me for not only work but friends is work side. Now I'm able to do these workouts with the Navy SEALs, and I'm not the last in the pack. To be able to keep up, maintain, and not feel completely drained by the end of the day is huge. For family and friends, like I've to be able to motivate them to get out of the house every evening for an hour or two to go out on a walk, do a long walk. It's rewarding in a very long sense. It's nice to see that not only am I getting the help, but I'm also able to help someone else get out of the house, even if it be for the 30 minutes.
What habits do you feel confident that you will maintain long term?
I will say some of the habits that I definitely feel confident going long term is truly the macros and the way that I eat and the discipline and how I do it. I would say a fast food meal is definitely always going to happen. It's never going to go away. But knowing that if I were to make these certain meals a week, I can maintain where I'm at and or lose weight and still feel better about it and still feel full by the end of the day and not have to worry about waking up the next morning feeling slow and like, did I step back for eating that three fast food meals a day? That's that's that confidence that I'm never gonna lose.
What would you tell somebody who may be on the fence of joining Revision Fit?
I would have to say probably in the beginning, I will say it's always going to be difficult. Trying to break habits that you've had is the hardest part. But I will say once you have finally broken them and once you accept and get in the groove of what is right, the discipline, the character of it, I promise you by the end of the first month, hell, even into the second month, you will notice a difference. And once you notice that difference, you won't want to go back.
Mm-mm. You got to just keep moving, man.
You got to keep moving.
Do you feel that this was worth the investment and why?
I do. So in the very beginning, I mean, we've discussed it. I thought it was potentially on the high side. In retrospect, I look at it now, and in all honesty, I would have definitely paid more. I with this one-on-one coaching, with this like this sensation of, hey, we're a family. We've got this message saying, hey, if you need something, like reach out. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. If you have a win, we all want to win. This is not a solo journey. This is a family. And this is it's huge. It's one of those like it's hard to get a group of guys in a room and say, hey, this is where I was, this is where I want to go. For some people it's easy. For some of us it's not. And to get to that point to say, okay, maybe I need to reach out. It's huge.
What is the biggest takeaway that you have on working together so far? Biggest takeaway, ultimate thing.
I would say probably the biggest takeaway um, with working with you so far um, would truly be that one-on-one connection. The fact that you reach out, check in, we check in, the check-ins on Friday. I think that's the huge part for me. Because usually some programs you get into, the coach checks in maybe once a month, maybe once every couple of days. Um, but that one message, like, "Hey brother, how are you doing today?" Or like, "How was work? How was the workout?" That's that connection that some people don't get, and it's huge for me.
Solid. Who would you recommend this program to?
I would recommend this program honestly to anyone that's willing and ready to make that change. This is the one. Uh, like I said in the beginning, it's not always easy. In some weeks, you're going to have great weeks, and some weeks you're not. That's just how we're built these days. Um, I would not only recommend it to military, but like I said, I'd recommend it to anyone. Truly, if you have the power, you have the mindset, you can do it.
That's all the questions I have for you. Thank you for taking the time and being transparent and honest and doing this, man. It's awesome seeing your progress, seeing you get better, seeing you show up on a day-to-day basis, building consistency, breaking the bad habits, and then just improving week by week.